it's Andrea. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. Today I'm doing a build that was very much inspired. Sorry if you heard that little shuffle, that was my cat. Today I'm doing a build that was inspired by a comment on one of my last videos from my friend Erin, and actually this build is kind of inspired by her all around. I think this kind of might be right up her alley, but I don't know. We'll see what she thinks. Anyway, so she had commented on one of my videos where I said that I can only build big houses because even when I try to make small houses, they end up huge. So she challenged me to build a smaller house. So I don't know if this qualifies as smaller. It qualifies as smaller in my eyes because it is very small. It is a 1-bedroom, a 1-bathroom. The only bathroom is upstairs. And anyway, so yeah, so this is what I came up with. And I kind of wanted to go for a cottage style. I did put it in new crust, but I think that it would also look good in Willow Creek. It might also look good in Windenburg. I don't know. It doesn't quite have that Windenburg. Like Windenburg has that very Tudor style home. This isn't that. But I think that it would look good with the surroundings in Windenburg, if that makes sense. But I'm kind of proud of myself on this one. A, I left in most of the roofing, which I normally never do because it was less of a train wreck than it normally is. B, I was a little more adventurous in my roofing and I actually started experimenting with curved roofs, even though, I mean, it's just a little bit, but you know what? Some is some, okay? And then one quick note, because that roof goes all the way up that giant triangle piece, if you play on that second level, you're gonna see it. I don't know if there's a way to not have that happen, but because that room is like basically embedded in the roof, you're gonna see the roof. And you'll actually see that when I furnish up there, I have to move the roof in order to furnish in there. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I always build for aesthetic because I rarely play in my builds, but I think it turned out really cute and I'm really excited about it. You know, I went for that little cottagey feel. I imagine the sim that lives here probably is a painter. There is a art easel inside, or a gardener or a writer or something creative for sure. Or maybe they're like, yeah, I don't know, definitely something creative. I don't know. At first I thought like it would be good for like an elderly, like maybe like a widow or a widower, but I don't know. I don't think I see that anymore. But yeah, so this build actually didn't take me as long as most builds do. Even if this size, builds still take me forever. But I was so inspired when I built this. Like it just went boom, 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 and I was done. I'm like, holy cow. Holy cow. And I think this is the first build I'm not like putting like previews on Twitter for. Like I always do that. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at my work in process, and then I feel like it spoils it for the video because everyone knows, they've already seen it, so they're like, oh, I don't want to watch that, I've already seen that on Twitter. So I need to stop doing that. So I'm not going to do that anymore, and it's going to be really hard and really sucky, but I'm going to stick with it. So yeah, I think we might be coming up to, no, we're doing landscaping. So of course I did my usual trick of like laying down the, what's it called, terrain paint before. Apparently I'm way ahead of myself here. But I also put some of the vines. I love those vines with the flowers on. I think they're so cute. And I think they look really cute against the stone wall covering that I used. I don't know. This video, again, is just me tooting my own horn. And then I put a giant garden in the backyard. There's really not a bunch of usable backyard space. And then I, threw a bunch of landscaping down. So you could probably put a grill back there, and there's probably room for like a table and some chairs and have a little garden party or something. But, there's definitely not room for like a pool and a giant backyard and all that. Because I don't imagine that the person that lives here has kids, or, maybe they don't even want kids. Like, I don't know. I don't know their life, okay? So, but yeah, so I gave the giant garden. I've been really loving landscaping lately, and of course, and there's more vines that I put up. I just think they give the house like almost like a storybook kind of feel, and I really like that. It reminds me of like, ooh, have you seen or read the book Matilda or seen the movie? I think the book kind of would be more what I'm going for here, but when they talk about Miss Honey's like little cottage thingy, like, I don't know, I realize that she basically lives in a shack because she's super poor, but that's what I think of when I think of that, the vines and stuff. And then I just plop some trees down, of course, because every build needs trees, except that I hate that sometimes you can't put trees wherever you want because then your gallery photo will be all messed up because of a stupid tree. Like, I hate that. I wish we could choose. I cannot wait until they let us choose our gallery photos. Like, I know they're going to let us at some point. They have to, because there's some lots in Windenburg where you can't even have a good gallery photo because there's some, like, weird thing in the world that blocks it out. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And see there, I had to move the roof to even get in here to, like, be able to see and furnish. I was gonna try just to prove to people that, like, it wouldn't be so terrible, but yeah, I had to move it. And of course, this is just your standard bathroom. This is the only bathroom. It's such a small house. Why would it have 2 bathrooms? I mean, I grew up in a house that only had 1 bathroom, and guess what? I clearly survived. So and I've been to lots of other houses that only had 1 bathroom, and guess what? They all survived as well. So the bathroom is very neutral, just your basic shower, toilet, sink, etc. And then in the downstairs, I use that striped wallpaper from Pets. I tried to use things that wallpapers and colors that I don't normally use, and I use the Parenthood cabinets, of course, in a swatch that I also don't normally use. And I do this on purpose because I really need to start branching out because all my stuff looks the same. All my houses are shaped the same. This house is by far the most different house that I've ever built. Because all my modern houses look the same. Well, modern houses look the same in general, right? But all my traditional houses all look the same. They're all like basically big boxes with little like offshoots and a sort of wraparound porch. I don't know. I'm trying to branch out. Okay, it's hard. It's hard for me. I'm not like, I don't know. I need to go on Google or Pinterest and like start looking at different houses. And then here we are in the living room. I sized down those Seasons bookshelves because they are so giant. Why do they need to be so big? I don't know. And then here I put the little easel in by the window. I figure then they can look outside and get inspired to paint something. And then the bedroom is mostly I think it's mostly a blue theme. It's all a blue theme, I'm pretty sure. I couldn't find any beds I liked. We really need more beds. We really, really need more beds. They're either like, I don't know. I don't know what they are. I just don't like most of them. Like, I'll like a swatch or 2 of some of them, and the rest of them just like, meh. These are just, no. So I did keep things mostly clutter-free. I put a little bit of clutter in the bedroom. There might be no, I don't think I put any clutter in the kitchen. I just imagine that this person probably keeps all their clutter in their cupboards, which is the point of having cupboards. That's where you put your clutter. And then I just lined up a bunch of books on the little dresser. And I love that little basket. I think it came from Seasons. I'm not sure. But I really love it. And it doesn't serve any purpose other than to just look like it goes there. But oh man, I should have like varied the colors of those books. Oh well, too late now. I always do this every single time. And yeah, so I really like this bedroom. I like blue. I think blue is a good color. It's almost a neutral in my opinion. Like blue, yeah, blue goes with like everything, the right shade. And then I was gonna do a blue, and oh god, and the living room is blue too, but I do change that rug because I was like, this is way too much. It's so like that. The futon couch thingy just matched way too well with the rug, and I'm like, no, we don't need this. So then I switched it to the brown swatch with the blue outline, and I was like, okay, this is a nice compromise. I think there's a lot of brown going on in here, but you know, whatever. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used these couches before. Like, I think those might have been their base game, but I think they might have been added in later, like in a patch or something. And of course I put in the stuff for the little doggy. I imagine it's a small dog, maybe like a wiener dog, or I don't know, what else are small dogs? I have cats. I don't know anything about dogs. But anyway, I do think we are wrapping up here. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you did. Give me a thumbs up. If you did, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Of course, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It makes me super, super happy. And as always, thank you so, so much for watching, and I hope you have a super amazing day. Bye!